It never hurts to share. Never. I don't think ever in our lifetime when we learn something and we offer it freely, does it ever hurt us. If anything, it helps us. We confirm our knowing when we teach something or when we just share it, right? That's what sharing is. I mean, sharing and teaching is the same thing. And I think most of the time, if not always, there's always one person that benefits. Always. Just at least one. Our lives are so connected. And I was having a conversation with my mom a few days ago, and we were talking about how she used to cook so much, and she's just a phenomenal cook. And I was telling her I could taste so much of her love and her care and in her food, and how she doesn't even think about it. And she was saying that she used to cook so much before, but now she's kind of just, when my father was alive, she used to cook so much, and now she doesn't cook anymore. I guess, she's lost a lot of the zest that she's had for life. And I told her, Ma, if you cook, the universe will send you people to eat your food. You cook, you make the food, and people will come and eat it. You don't have to worry about that, because that's how that's how the universe works. That's how life works. You do something, and automatically there are people that benefit. And our lives, and it's just remarkable that our lives and our journeys are so much more than just us. They impact and affect so much more than just us, even when we do things for ourselves. Even if we just decide to cook because it feels good, or we make videos because it gives us sanity, or we record a podcast because it's therapy, or we write because it mentally saves us. Whatever the reason is, whatever you show up to do in your life for yourself, it's a miracle how other people just happen to benefit from yourself, from just one human being just trying to be a sane human being, just trying to do what feels good for that human being. It really goes to show that, I mean, is there some greater purpose here? Is there some grand scheme where even the suffering that leads us to create and come closer to the truth of knowing and the truth of love, is there some greater purpose here that when we create and help ourselves to feel better, other people feel better too? Other people benefit too. And a great example of this is my best friend started a podcast, one of the best podcasts of all time. It's called The Stop Sinking Show. And I had lived with him for 10 years and was really privileged to be around him and witness his character and his integrity and all of the things that I hear him speak about in his podcast. None of them are new to me. Okay, I mean, some of them are new to me, I guess. And the way in which he articulates them, these same things, even if I've talked to him and they've come up in conversation before, we've had so many conversations, but this body of work, his podcast, is fresh. It's a new way of expressing, a new way of articulating. And every time we create, it's something new, right? Even if we're creating something about something that we know really well or have created about many times before, created in different ways. Maybe we lived it, or we wrote about it, or we danced about it before, and it comes out, and maybe now we're speaking about it, or maybe we spoke about it before and even had a podcast about it before, but now we're talking about the same exact thing in the same podcast, speaking about the same thing, and it still comes out differently. So even if every variable is different or every variable is the same, your creativity is still new, is still something different, because every time we create from the source. And I'm really lucky to have my best friend in this life, so I could in my life, so I can witness that, because I have benefited so much from him, but now I keep benefiting, and I benefit in different ways. And so I urge you, if you have something that you've learned, it may not seem like a big deal to you. Maybe you've solved a problem of yours. Maybe it's the smallest problem you can think of. We are all human beings, and we're not all that different from each other. We struggle with a lot of the same things, if not all of the same things. So make your learning, make your wisdom, your knowledge, your skill, your whatever you learn that solved your problem, make it available, share it. It doesn't hurt you. You benefit from sharing it because you solidify the knowing in yourself, and there's at least one person in the world that needs it. We are all the same. We're all very much the same. So whatever you've learned in your life, from here going forward, from here on, if you think of posting about it, if you think of blogging about it, if you think of making a YouTube video about it, if you think of speaking about it or writing about it, just do it. Just do it. Make it available. Create about it. And the people who need it will find it. Will find it. It's my life has very much followed this. I wouldn't be who I am without all of the videos and the content and the books and the podcasts and spiritual leaders that I've somehow come across. I've somehow found, my YouTube suggested them to me, and somehow I clicked on it, and then my life changed. I wouldn't be who I am today if people didn't share, if they didn't put their learning out there. And so in the same way, I hope to do that. And I hope that I continue to do that my whole life. Because I know how inspired I am by the work of other people, and how much my life has changed because of other people putting their stories out there, other people sharing what they've learned. I'm forever different because they decided to do that. And I hope that you are from me doing this. I hope that we all benefit from each other's lives. That would be a really beautiful and a really fruitful and a really useful human existence. I love you. Go share. Somebody out there needs it. I'll see you.